hard, it produces movement in the game. It's only very simple. I think they could literally use it. It was like pushing a coin back and forth between them or something. But yeah, games that you control with your mind already do exist in a very limited fashion.
GTA makes you kill people.
I don't think it makes you kill anybody. Well, to complete the story, you probably have to... Could you do a pacifism one on GTA?
No, I meant in real life.
Oh, right. No, it doesn't.
That's my excuse.
That's your excuse, yeah.
It makes me
but no, I don't think you can play a GTA game and play the whole game without killing one
Probably
person.
not, because there's probably people you have to kill to get through it, but like, what's the lowest body count you could achieve? You kill people in cutscenes.
I mean, when I play as Franklin in 5, I try not to kill
Stolen!
people.
Come on! Yeah, I'm going in like, look at... What?
Any other theories? Any other things that you think we might see from video gaming? It's hard to imagine where it might go. Our current knowledge of it is just so based around there being a box in the living room.
I don't know. I can definitely see the subscription service, even if it's like some point you'd. I mean, I saw somebody talk about this years ago about you'd have a box you'd have like a PC, but you would then buy and rent on the server a graphics card and things like that, so you could play the games that you wanted to play. It still gives you the freedom of having your own device and then just choosing what you would use with it. It's pretty cool.
I'm pretty sure there are already there's like a couple of streaming consoles out there that just weren't particularly popular.
Yeah.
What's the subject? So I had to figure that out.
On the last lap and I'm failing. God, bugger off! Is that person already finished? What? Look at the distance. Look at the distance.
Which character is that?
Slash. Should I take a Slash? And who's the all-arounder?
All around. Gotta go fast.
I think Lewis might win.
I'm in third place. Shut up.
Next subject I had is special effects in movies, and that's something me and Joshua talked about before. But what is good special effects? What is bad special effects? Are you a fan of Hello?
Hello.
Anyone? Do you like the move towards CG? Do you think practical effects look better?
I like CG if it's done well.
How are
There's
you
some cases
that?
where it's fucking terrible. But practical
no
effects.
one likes bad CG.
No, practical effects. They still need to use that shit because that is the best form.
It's the closest you'll ever get to real life because it is real life.
But the way we're going, man,
Speed,
CG is gonna look amazing soon. Like,
damn it!
Don't get me wrong, it looks good.
you remember in
It
Terminator?
just doesn't look good enough.
Terminator
you
Salvation.
You can still tell it's CG.
Terminator Salvation.
Oh, I am waiting to use this.
When they had the
I
little
am waiting to use this.
he looked shit.
Yeah, it looked awful.
But you could still see
and
the
they're doing
resemblance.
it again in the new one, aren't they?
No, he's an old man robot.
Second place.
No, I heard that apparently they're going to have like a CG 80s Arnie.
That would be cool.
Second place.
So I know they kind of they fucked up the timeline with that now.
We got Jesus.
They fucked up the
Look
whole
at the
movie.
money. Look at the money. That's ridiculous. We could have used that on the first time we played it.
But, you know, CG has a lot of potential. I think in the next couple of years, maybe a little bit longer, you ain't gonna be able to tell the difference. Some of the shit probably can't. Even now. Probably some stuff now.
There are certain times where you can't tell the difference, but it's very specific things like explosions.
Yeah,
they've got damn good. Just like CG explosions, sometimes they are impossible to tell.
It's just faces, really. They need to narrow it down.
Yeah, faces is the one area where they're literally nowhere close. They're really good, but you get that uncanny valley effect, and the better they look, the worse they look. But my approach, neither of you have seen Where the Wild Things Are, have you?
No.
But you've both seen Moon.
Yes.
Yeah.
They both have a similar approach to special effects, which is that you crack on with. We didn't. This is Gold Grass Valley. I'll try that again. In both of those movies, their philosophy is use practical effects when and wherever possible, and then do the rest with CG. So when you see Moon, all the exterior moon shots are just done with a big table full of sand and moon bits. Basically, it's all done practically, and they just do CG where they need to.
I did not know that.
No, yeah, that's like an example of it being. Oh, well, this guy, I never played this guy. But yeah, you would look at it and just think, oh, this just looks like really good CG. When in fact it's well done practical effects. There's still CG in it. All of the star fields in the background would have been added in CG, and they did like set extensions to make it look like they had more space than they did. But yeah, if you can do it practically, you should do it practically. If you can't do it practically, do it with CG.
The CG in Interstellar,
okay, fair enough.
the CG in Interstellar looked fucking amazing.
But that's space. And
Yeah.
space is not easy, but it was one of the easier things to make look convincing with CG.
Some of the shit in there, man. When they went to like the water planet, that looked so
Does it
fucking
look
sick.
better than the special effects in Gravity, because they kind of blew me away.
Yeah, because Gravity, you're just kind of like drifting around in space.
Gravity is fairly limited.
Interstellar, you're going to different planets.
Yeah.
They all look amazing as well.
But yeah, in Where the Wild Things Are, it's a story about a young boy who goes and finds these big monster things. I've told Josh to watch it many times because you would enjoy it. The monsters in that look like really good CG, but they were just done with people in really big, well-made animatronic suits. They filmed as much of it as they could real, and the only bit of them that CG is the mouth. Oh, my headphone fell off. So the mouth of the creatures is CG, because that's the one bit that, you know, when you see like when you see like an obviously puppet mouth and it doesn't move quite right, it just like flaps open and shut. So they did costumes for the monsters, and they did the mouth with CG, so it ends up looking really good. Oh god, pay attention.
Just a kind, can you hear the game sound, Michael?
I can, yes.
I can't.
Can you not? That's probably...
it doesn't matter. Oh no, it's come back now. Here we go.
Back. Okay, yeah, I can hear it.
I can't. I don't wear headphones.
But yeah, like, if you go back and watch Blade Runner still looks amazingly good these days.
You think?
That was.
You heard about the remastered version or some shit, aren't you?
I think I've only ever watched the director's version. I don't think they've ever touched the special effects. All the various different versions they've done with that have just been fucking around with the edit and stuff. But I mean, yeah, you can still tell it's not up to par with modern special effects, but it's still watchable.
You heard they're doing a new one with Harrison Ford.
Yeah, they're doing a second one with a female replicant. I'll pass judgment when I've seen it. I'm a big Blade Runner fan, so you never know. Could be good. But yeah, those films are all done. All the cities you see are model miniatures. Everything's just being pulled around on strings, and they don't date as badly. You know how if you watch a movie from like, if you watch Event Horizon, the CG is notably awful. You watch like any movie from the early 2000s that's got CG in it, it looks like a pile of shit, because CG goes along at such a pace, whereas practical effects, if they're done well, always look timeless. Moon looks really good now, and it'll look really good in 10 years.
What did you think of the special effects on Krypton in Man of Steel? I thought they looked fucking amazing. On the planet Krypton.
Yeah, I liked what they did.
The little flying creature.
That was one of the bits of the movie that actually appealed to me. I wanted to see more of that.
Yes. Well, they're doing a prequel TV series set on Krypton. I don't know how the fuck it's going to work, because
there'll be a lot of interior shots.
It's going to have to be fucking expensive if it's going to be anything like the film, because that looked amazing.
Oh, I saw it coming as well.
Rock.
Yeah, that's going to be about Clark Kent's grandpa.
Yeah, good special effects should be not... The special effects in Man of Steel, one of the few things I'll praise about the film. They were bloody good, especially the flying around, smashing into buildings and stuff. They did make it look pretty visceral and
all the
like it was actually happening. Or what?
All the soot at the end.
Yeah.
Fucking amazing. See, if they had that sort of shit with like a Green Lantern film, like all that destruction, all the blackness and greyness, and you see his green light glowing off in the distance, that would look sweet.
Yeah.
No. Bounce.
But yeah, CG dates itself very quickly. Believe it or not, in a few years, Avatar will look like crap, because we'll have much better CG.
What are your thoughts, Lewis?
Sons of bitches.
No, I don't know. Really, to be honest, I like it. I do prefer like proper stuff than CG. I mean, the first Alien still. You can still see some of the bits don't look as good as.
I mean, even Aliens. There's no CG really in Aliens.
Yeah.
That's all just done with like forced perspective, and I watched the documentary on them making it. Yeah, animatronics, bits of string.
I like Red Dwarf, but that.
Yeah. They did use CG eventually, didn't they?
I think. Yeah, I reckon so. Yeah, but most of it was pretty. For the budget they had, they did pretty well. That's pretty entertaining.
I watched like the special Blu-ray of Aliens. They were talking about how they were doing the special effects in the second one. You know when Ridley's in the room with the girl with Newt and the facehugger's trying to get them. The way they had the facehugger jump up on people's faces, they literally would just put a cheap plastic facehugger on somebody's face and tie a bit of string to it, yank it off, and then play it in reverse.
That simple, yeah.
Yeah, and it looks perfectly. It looks perfectly good. They were working with. I keep doing that. They were working with nothing, and Aliens still looks good today.
Yeah.
You know, like when they turn up to go in the planet, they're opening the door, and you can see the planet like stretching off into the background. If you see pictures on the set, you can see them standing by the door. There's the little set for the door. All that is a big fucking painting behind them.
I was going to say, wasn't it just a painting?
Moon did that as well. You know when he goes, oh for God's sake, he goes down into the basement and finds all the clones. That was done like that as well. They built like a bit of a set, and then it was a set extension with just a very cleverly placed painting that really fools the eye.
Well, you got to put it back, Michael. You can do it.
Yeah, I know. Saucepans.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try and do this and talk at the same time.
So that sign back there said you could have turned left. Could you have actually turned left?
Yeah, there is a shortcut. I don't like taking that shortcut though because it's got a lot of jumps.
It's a sharp turn as well.
It's very easy to. I think it's shorter than going this way, but it's very easy to fall. You come back out there. It's very easy to fall in the holes. But yeah, good special effects shouldn't be noticed. You shouldn't watch the film. The main person at the moment who's big on doing everything practical is Christopher Nolan. Christopher Nolan does literally everything he can practical. Like in the big tumbly hallway scene in Inception, they just built a big hallway that tumbled.
Spun around,
Yeah.
That would have been fucking fun to work on. Like
apparently it was absolutely exhausting.
I'm sure it would be, but
like trying to act like you're in 0 G, but when actually you're being held up by strings, putting a lot of effort into something and making it look like you're doing nothing is very hard.
You avoid being potted and handed.
Saucepan. But yeah, he does practical stuff, and the Batman movies, they're going to be timeless.
Oh god, that was close.
They will look good in years and years and years.
Yeah, you finally...
Gold, fucking finally. Had to resort to a special board, but yes, Gold did something. Jesus Christ. They were one of the harder ones as well.
Yeah.
I'm sure if either of you took this board to the first track, you would Gold it without too much problem.
Damn!
Money in the bank! Not that we need it.
Money, money, money. Can't spend it on anything.
But yeah, the problem with Hollywood at the moment is they
money.
rely too easily on special effects. It's so easy to just say, CG it. But it's nice to see directors that actually take the effort to do it practically, and their films look better as a result, and they look more timeless. Inception will never age, really. Inception will still look good in 10, 20, 30 years. Whereas CG, will CG get to the point where it's literally indistinguishable?
Probably.
That would be weird.
I mean, faces are going to be the last. I'm not sure who's this going to next. Faces are the last thing they need to get. Really, they can do a lot of things pretty damn well. Water, I know, is hard. Water's very hard to get a good.
What do I push to go back to pick a character?
A, which is B, which is back.
So easy.
Nintendo. Is there no option within the emulation to switch buttons around? Could you not just?
I could. I just wanted to make it
as authentic as possible.
Yeah. It would be on a.
I'm actually going to pick Jam again.
Jam.
But yeah, the CG on Jeff Bridges' face kind of ruined Tron Legacy for me.
Yeah, that was kind of.
I was all set to love that movie. There's so much good in that movie. The soundtrack is brilliant. The visual design is brilliant. Story is a little bit weak.
How do I
non-story?
How do I select the board quickly?
Yeah, it will be the next screen.
Yes.
Yeah, if they just put a makeup on Jeff Bridges to make him look younger instead of doing the CG.
They would have do the special.
They would have probably saved a few million out of their budget, and it would have been a better film as a result.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't rely on Disneyland.
Disneyland. Ready? It's for fun.
I've never even been to Disneyland in real life.
Neither have I.
Disneyland. Not Disneyland.
Yeah, but no.
I've been to Euro Disney, but that's not proper Disney.
That's the Paris one.
Yep.
It's still Disney. You got the little French speaking
don't get me
Mickey
wrong.
Mouse. Come on, you fuck move!
When you're a kid, you don't care.
No, of course not.
I still got all my signatures from there.
Did you really?
Yeah, I've still got my little book with the goofy signature and stuff. They have to practice for a long time because they have to be able to sign them blind, basically. They can see a bit, but if they're holding a piece of paper down here and signing it, they have to practice doing all the signatures blind. I read an article about the practicalities of working in Disneyland. It was described as a bit of a nightmare place to work.
I heard the food that they serve is incredibly good.
Yeah.
There's a YouTuber that used to work there, and he talks about the time he spent working there and the amount of times he sort of skived off and.
Yes, they have Michelin star restaurants in some of them, don't they?
He would just quit early and then sort of try to blend in with a party of people.
Not enough.
Did you get a sound saying not enough?
Yeah.